Here's how to get your primary weapon as a field acquisition. Now, as a fair warning, this does reset your weapon rarities, so all your weapons will be gray. I am on PC, but this does work on console. You just need a mouse input. Now, before getting further into the guide, if you do have an operator with no field acquisition, then you can skip until this timestamp. But if you're going to do this on an existing operator, then you can keep watching right now. So first, we're going to replace a melee weapon with a regular gun. And to do that, we're going to go into our primary right here. Go into our primary again, go into store page right here, and then click on this arrow or press the escape key. But if you're on console, you'll want to click on the arrow and then click it again, click it again. Now that we're back here, we're going to go into our melee, click into our melee again, and then click on this arrow again or press the escape key, and then you'll be brought up with this page. You'll then want to click on this little area with your mouse, create new build, click the XR3 ion or whatever weapon, and then press confirm, then go back, and you should have two primaries right here. Once you have a primary weapon as your melee weapon, you'll want to load into the game. So now that you're in the game, do not swap to your secondary weapon and do not swap out to your melee weapon. Keep whatever weapon you have on right now, and you'll want to go to a command center, which I'm at right now. You want to clear it out, and then you'll want to look for one of these weapon caches right here, and then want to open it, swap out the weapon that you have or whatever weapon in here. This is how you know that you did this correctly. If you have a weapon and then you swap, you pull out your fist. Just do that. Do not swap to your melee weapon or anything else. So now that you have a random weapon from the weapon cache and your fist, you'll then want to exfil. So now that you successfully exfil, you should have no field acquisition and your melee should be back to normal. You'll then want to repeat what we did earlier. So go into your primary weapon, and this time we're going to choose a weapon that we're going to want as our field acquisition. So I'm going to choose the XR3 ion here. We're going to go into the store builds right here, go back into this arrow right here with your escape key or with your mouse if you're on console. So press back, and then go to your melee weapon, click on the melee weapon again, go to this arrow right here, press back, or again the escape key, so press back. You should have this window right here. Click on this window with your mouse, create a new build, whatever build you want. I don't know, I'm just gonna build mine right now. So now that you have the weapon and all the attachments and camos and whatever fully customized, you'll then want to back out, and then you should have it as your melee weapon. You'll then want to load back into the game. So now that you're in the game, again, do not switch to your secondary weapon and do not switch to your melee weapon. You want to clear out a command center with whatever you spawn in with. All right, once you clear the command center, you'll then want to open a weapon cache, and then you'll want to grab whatever weapon is in the weapon cache, and then you'll want to swap to your fist. You'll then want to get your loadout weapon again from the weapon cache. And now that you have your loadout weapon and the random weapon you got from the weapon cache, you can finally pull out your melee weapon right here, which should be the weapon that you put in your melee slot. So now that you swap weapons, you have your primary, you have the random weapon you picked up, and then you have the melee weapon. So now that you have that, you'll then want to upgrade the rarity. So we're going to come down here, upgrade the rarity, and now it is going to be officially as your field acquisition. So now that you have the three weapons in your loadout, you'll then want to exfil. So now that you have successfully exfilled, you'll then have your customized weapon into your field acquisition. Your melee should be back to normal, and then you still have your primary that you can switch out to whatever weapon you want to bring in. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Enjoy.